This is going to be your Sunday insight reading. I'm going to be using this deck, the Murder of Crows. I absolutely love this deck, but I rarely use it. So I'm going to use it today. Let's do a little unboxing, shall we? The packaging is absolutely gorgeous. I actually got this at a gem show here locally, and they had like stones and meteorites, and I have a video next week talking about some of these things that I have, but they also had a row of tarot decks there. This is very much my aesthetic. I love the dark aesthetic, as you may have noticed. Okay. I think I'm just going to keep it simple. Let's see what's coming up for you in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to mix up the format a little bit. Okay, let's split. I think I'm just going to spread them out today. And we'll choose and see what we get, but before that, let's just see what we get for the Oracle Energy Animal Spirits. Last week we had the dolphin. Let's see what we get this week. We have Old Soul, the Black Jaguar. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. So yeah, you could be a bit of an old soul. I feel like you could be going through a quiet period of your life right now, a quiet phase of your life. I feel like you're in some sort of transition phase. I'm also thinking about the readings I did in the past, and I can see this hermit energy, and I can see this thoughtful energy. On the bottom, we've got personal choice. So I feel like you're still figuring some things out. You might be in a phase where you're figuring some things out. I've had a lot of readings lately about choices and transition. And I've also had a couple of readings that have come out for old souls and creatives. And I feel like this is something that is in the collective right now. I feel like the collective itself is going through a transformative phase. I feel like you have choices. I feel like I'm getting this feeling like there's something from the past. There's something in your past energy that is still gripping you. It still has chains on you somehow. I feel like there's something that you're attached to or something that you're tied to, either energetically or literally, something you're aware of or unaware of. Let's pull some more. Wow, we've got some big energy coming out here. I'm going to pull one more. 7 of Cups. Okay. So, hello, we've got the Tower. The Tower is about sudden things happening, unexpected things happening. This is the foundations crumbling. This is something that shakes up your world a little bit, to give you a little bit of a push. When something isn't working, when something isn't aligning, Spirit is going to come in and shake things up for you. So you've either been through a Tower moment or you're going to be experiencing a Tower moment. The Tower isn't a bad card. The Tower comes to you in times when you really need it, when Spirit, when the Divine is saying, something needs to change here, there needs to be a transition here. And I'm seeing that this transition is going to balance something. There's something that needs to be balanced. This is attached to your dreams. This is attached to your aspirations, something that you want to do. What are you holding back in? I felt this energy for weeks now, and I feel like there's this holding back energy. Something is not moving forward. So I feel like something is coming in to cause a disruption, to cause a deconstruction, to move you ahead in something. There's something you're meant to be doing. There's something that you're meant for, or a choice that you need to make. But there's something in the past that is still chaining you. I feel like you're going through a period of your life where you're really questioning things. You're really curious about how you've always done things, how you've always believed in things. I feel like that's also why the old soul card is showing up here for you, because you're in a transitional period of your life. Something is being transmuted. I've said this before, and I still feel this energy here. I feel like you're reflecting, you're seeing something in yourself, you're seeing something within yourself and in your life that you've been needing to look at, that has needed your attention. I feel like this tower energy may be something that if it's not happening, you're going to feel this shift. You might even feel something around you or feel something in the background that you can't quite figure out. You can't quite put a finger on it as to what this is. But I feel like this is happening to balance something out. There's something in the unconscious. There's something that needs to be looked at. I feel like you are choosing to look more closely at it, though. In this card, he's looking up at a figure, a hooded figure. And he looks like he's kind of defeated here. He has chains around his arms, but the chains are loose. They're not chaining him down. This is him holding himself back. And he's at this phase where he's trying to guide himself out of this. So he's looking inward, not outward. Now he is looking at the difficult parts of himself that he needs to look at. And I feel like this is attached to something. There could be somebody in the past. I feel like there is a cord attached to you from somebody in the past. And this is like a lingering energy. This could be a soulmate energy. Soulmates do not have to be lovers. They can just be very strong connections. Sometimes soulmates come into our life to teach us lessons. They're not meant to stay. But sometimes when we get entangled with people, we take them with us. They get attached to us through energetic cords. And sometimes when you don't detach from the cord or detach from the person, they can linger in your energy. There's something that you're a slave to. I know that might feel quite heavy, but there's something that you're a slave to, something that you're chained to, something you're attached to that needs to be released. I'm seeing a release here, and that's why the tower is here. Something's going to be released. This transmutation is moving forward. Something needs to be transmuted into a new energy. You are an old soul. There's something else you're meant to be doing. All right, I'm just going to pull another one. Oh my goodness, if I can get it. That came out in reverse. 8 of Cups. So yeah. You have choices, and I feel like these choices are fighting each other for your attention. But I feel like you're out of time. I feel like you need to make certain decisions. There's something that is fighting for your attention in your life. I feel like you either have too many distractions or you have too many people that are trying to get your attention or trying to pull your attention away from something that you need to focus on. Okay, one more. Absolutely, just one more. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, so you are in this transitional phase. You're feeling a little bit vulnerable. You're feeling exposed. You're feeling like this guy here. He's tied up to this pole, and he looks very defeated, and all of these crows are just coming at him. And he's just tired. He's just very tired. But I feel like that's all going to change soon. I feel like there's something that you've surrendered to. I feel like your old soul wisdom has come forward and forced this surrendering on you. So I feel like some sort of energy or something that you tried to force before is no longer there. That's ended. So you're going to be moving through a really big transition soon, but it's going to be a positive. It's going to be a good thing. It's connected to your dreams. It's connected to your life. This is going to balance out your energies. This is why you have to go through this right now. All right, so don't fear the tower. And if you're experiencing the tower right now, try asking yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve? What is this teaching me? Instead of focusing on life isn't fair. I think I've said this in a past reading not very long ago. I don't know if it was here or on YouTube for you. Yeah, I'm seeing this as a positive. You're taking some source of energy that was draining you and you're putting it back into your own cup. So I feel like you're taking something that felt very draining to you and you're taking the weight off of yourself. Like you're putting down the responsibility, or you're putting down some of the heaviness. You're making a choice to change something. And it may have to do with this tower. It may have to do with a past person. You know, this could be a lover. It could be a family member. It could be a friend, whatever it might be. A boss even. But yeah, I'm seeing some big changes for you, some big energy here. Really big energy, and this is a good thing. So remember that. Remember that when life gets heavy, that this is only temporary. This is moving you through a phase so you can get to the other side to focus on what it is you're meant for, to focus on your dreams, to focus on the things that you want to do. You're an old soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have the power from beyond the world. You're otherworldly. You can create your dreams. This is attached to your dreams. This is attached to something that you want, okay? And that's why you're going through this phase. So if it feels heavy right now, don't worry. Don't worry, you're going to move through this. Internal alchemy happening here. This is heavy reflection. This is figuring things out. This is making choices. Maybe choices that you haven't made in the past, or choices that you were too afraid to take before, whatever it may be. You're surrendering. You've surrendered to this. You're kind of just exposed now. You're opening your arms and you're just saying, do with me what you will. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this. Do with me what you will. I'm open. I'm open to it. I'm open to the idea. All right, so that's what I have for you. Have a wonderful week. Bye for now.